Welcome to the Ben Stortini Show, where stories drift between worlds and forgotten moments find new life. Let's begin our journey. Let's go. And welcome back, everybody, to the Ben Stortini Show. I'm your host, Mr. Ben Stortini. That's BenStortini. That's a "ini" on the end, and that means that I am half Italian, half Dutch. Here I am, here you are, and let's go. I got some really yesterday, some really good news happened, man. I'm super happy about this. Just so happy about this. So it's been about a year. I've been dealing with this left side pain that I was talking about, right? I had the headaches, got the headaches dealt with, knock on wood. And first, a year ago, let's just turn it back. So it was last year, I was training so hard. I had 6,000 kilometers in a matter of 3 years. About almost 6,000 kilometers I've run in 3 years, which is fucking crazy. Anyways, last year, as you know, I did my half marathon race. I got 60th out of almost 2,000, right? So top 3%. But in like I've said before, in my training, I destroyed myself. I killed myself, basically, right? So it started right before my race, I started feeling it. And then after my race, it was end of October last year. So it's almost been a year. And I'm not calling my doctor out for this, but I went straight to my doctor. And the first diagnosis that started all this was she said I had mono. Because the pain went up my side, underneath my ribs. She's like, "Oh, it must be mono. You're gonna have to rest." And no disrespect to my doctor, my family doctor. She doesn't understand sports injuries, right? So she thought it was mono. So let the year begin, right, with going to doctors. So back and forth all year, all these crazy ass symptoms, the pain in my, going into my groin, my hip, my TFL, my glute, my side, my abdomen, the middle of my back, and it would just come and go. And shit, I'm thinking I got this, I got that. I went and got CT scans. I went and got x-rays. Went and got piss tests. I went and got, everything, MRIs. I didn't get the MRI on that. But I got the MRI for my headaches, blah, blah, blah. So I got all this shit done, right? And it's all coming back clean, right? Clean. But I didn't get an MRI for this spot, right? So I'm going to physiotherapists. Went to two separate physiotherapists. They said, "Oh, it must be a weak core on this side." And this person said, "A weak hamstring on this side. Do these exercises I've already done, blah, blah, blah." And then I went to Chinese acupuncture. They didn't really do nothing. I've just been trying everything. Boom, boom, boom. Finally, someone from my work suggested, "Ben, you need to go to a chiropractor." So I looked up chiropractors all over the city, and I found this one dude that is he is just known in Ontario, one of the number one sports chiropractors in Ontario, and he happens to go to this spot down close to me near the beaches. So, and I don't live, and let's pause that. Did you know the beaches? I've never mentioned this on the podcast, but there's a lot of neighborhoods in the city, right? There's Scarborough, there's, North York, there's Brampton, there's downtown, there's uptown, you go past Bloor, you got York region, you got all this shit, right? Did you know that the beaches, for those not from Toronto, is the only neighborhood in the entire city that plants a sticker on their car claiming where they're from? They're the only ones in all of the city of Toronto that puts beach. So I'm living in the beaches. I've lived in the beaches for a little bit maybe I do. No, it's not disrespectful. I just didn't like it. I just didn't really like it living down there. It's a whole other thing. I didn't want to put a sticker on my car. And anyways, boom. So I find him, he's in the beaches, and I call them, I make my appointment, and I go yesterday. And I swear to God, man, I went last night, 6:30, and this guy right away, I had gone to a physiotherapist from his spot, so he had already looked up my file. This guy just instantly, I felt a bond with this guy right away, and he just knew, he understood and gave some understanding of the pain that I've been in. And I'm not going to hide it. I've been in some pain. I can't sleep on my left side pain. And, you got the fear behind that too, and it sucks. It really, really sucks, right? Because you've been dealing with this for a year, and you've had no answers whatsoever. So your mind starts to trip a bit, right? So he right away, he starts doing, we spoke about it. And what I've been doing, I've been feeding my chat GPT for like a long time, all my symptoms. So what I did is I prompted it to like give me a very short rundown of all my symptoms that I can give to my chiropractor. And chat GPT gave me this like little thing. So I said, not only did I describe it to him, but I said, read this as well, because this, like, just in case I missed something, right? So that was fantastic. So right away, he goes in and he tries to aggravate the pain to find out where it's from. And he's asking me questions like, do you have the pain when you're running? Or when? And I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, okay, fantastic. So he's going. He does some tests. And right away, when he pushed this one spot, it was just like a feeling I've never felt before. It's not like if you push and it hurts. This was different. You know how Mozart was different? Or Jordan was different. This pain, this feeling was different. And he's like, right away, psoas muscle, which is very common with runners, but not so common where I've let it go this long. He goes, you should have had an MRI already. So he's already writing a letter to my doctor to get this MRI just set. So the psoas muscle, right, is like completely aggravated. And then he checks for sports hernia. And sure enough, I am early onset sports hernia as well. So I'm compounding this psoas muscle, which is fucking everything up. And then you compound this early onset sports hernia with that. So the combination has just been lethal. And it makes total sense. And the way he spoke to me, when you can tell somebody's very intelligent, and then it makes them even more intelligent when they can speak to your level so you can understand. That's what this guy was like. He was a blessing. He was like sent from fucking, I'm not a religious person, but he's sent from God, man, to help me out with this shit. I'm just so happy that I found somebody and just I'm in the right hands right now to get this shit dealt with. And I was just so happy, and I'm still happy. It made me want to go for a run last night. I'm going to go today, take it very easy. It's at the gym already. I've really scaled back on my running. That's the thing. I haven't even run this week. I only went once last week. I was just doing Stairmaster and my bike, and just, I was ready to quit. To be completely honest with you, I was ready to quit all this running shit. It was so frustrating. Just so frustrating that you can sit here and do all of this shit for like a year, and then you get no fucking answers. And no disrespect to our healthcare system, but man, my advice to you people is just get on top of your shit right away and find the right people. So it's like finding the right plumber. So, you know what I mean? Or finding the right contractor. Have that shit in your back pocket so that when that leak happens, you know who to call right away, get that shit fixed. Start now finding that right person in your life that's going to help your health-wise when it comes to shit that you do in your life. Find it now. Because that took me a year with all this shit and all this pain and all this fucking Tylenol I've been taking. I hate taking that shit. It's frustrating, man. So I'm super happy. Man, yeah, we're moving on. I'm going back to see him next weekend. And the MRI is going to get checked up. And I had some blood tests done this morning. I'm 45 years old now, man. Any OGs sitting here listening now, I went and got my testosterone levels, my free and all my testosterone levels checked, just because I'm 45 years old. I don't heal like I used to, and dealing with all this shit that I've been dealing with, I'm like, maybe that has something to do with it. So I got all that shit checked with my blood test today. And if that shit comes back low, I'm gonna make the appropriate changes to my routine in life and get some replacement for that shit. I'm 45 years old. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do whatever I can. And my advice to you, it's funny. I back and forth with my buddy Phil about all this shit. Somebody to talk to about it, and I told him what was happening. I was super happy with it yesterday. He's like, just never give up. And man, that is the truth. It's like he was inside of my psyche. Like I was getting close. It was starting to wear on me, like really thin. Like not that it was pushing me to a side. I was like, well, you know what I mean? Like maybe I gotta just give up on this shit. You know what I mean? This is what I gotta live with for the rest of my life. No, you don't. No, you don't. Keep going and fight and never give up. Don't ever fucking give up. Ever. That's my advice to you, man. That's the name of this episode. Never give up. Ever. I mean, we're all stronger than that. And when times get real tough and shit just sucks and you're in pain, and it does suck to live with pain. I know it sucks to live with chronic body pain now. I always used to hear about that shit back in the day, like guys getting injuries on the job and then they're hooked to fucking whatever, oxys and painkillers and all this stuff. And it's like, I used to like, okay. I get it now. I didn't take anything like that, but I get it now. Like if I was stuck with this for the rest of my life and I didn't fight for it and I didn't fight to like resolve this issue and have the means to be able to do it, fuck yeah. And if I had the wrong doctor that just said, "Oh, take this," and got me hooked to that, I understand now. I understand, man. And I understand for anybody listening that's in chronic pain, this shit sucks, man. And I hear you and I feel you now. So go and whatever you can do, you just got to find the right person that understands what you're going through. And it's easier said than done. I know that. It took me a year to this person. It started with, like I said at the start of this episode, it started with a diagnosis of fucking mono. I started this whole journey of pain thinking it's mono. And I knew damn well this shit wasn't mono. Like, fuck. God damn. But don't get it twisted. I'm so happy right now. Like I almost shed a tear last night. I was just so happy because it just felt so right, and to just be in the right hands, like I said, man. And brighter pastures ahead. And tonight is my cheat meal night, and man, I am going to destroy. Let me tell you what I'm going to destroy tonight, right on camera. Here it comes, right? Let me just get my taste buds ready to speak. This is where we're going with this shit, okay? Tonight, I'm going to get one night only. The best fucking pizza in the entire city of Toronto. I don't care. East, west, north, south. Doesn't matter. If I lived on the west side, I'd be calling one night only. Listen, get yourself a cab and bring it over to my house. Ooh, I live in York region. You know what I mean? You get yourself a cab. I'm going to go get some one night only. Oh, I live in the beaches. Put my sticker on the back of my Subaru Forester or my Jeep. No disrespect to Jeep drivers or Subaru, but there's a lot of Subarus in the beach. And I'm going to go to one night only, right? So I'm going to get that pizza. I'm probably going to get some hamburgers as well. I think I'm going to get this place called, maybe I'm going to get this chicken sandwich, man. I think I'm going to get it because I've been working real hard this week. I've been lifting real heavy. For the first, I don't want to be a bro about this, but because I thought I was going to quit running, I was like, well, hey, fuck it. I'm going into Viking mode. I watched this David Blaine Do Not Attempt on Disney Plus, which was amazing, by the way. Should have saved it for the Stortini verse, but they had this one episode of him in the Arctic. And this one Viking dude who, if I was 260 pounds, this would have been me, like 100% me. The guy's jumping from mountains with an axe through a hole in the ice. Like I was like, this dude is my spirit animal, man. And so he actually motivated me. I'm like, all right, well, that's where I'm going to go. You know, I needed a new goal because I can't run anymore. I can't do this. So I'm going to get this resolved. I'm going to scale it back, though, because obviously I just can't do what I did before. So I'm going to scale it back. I'm going to run here and there. But this is my goal. I'm going in Viking mode. And I'm going to go up into the 190 plus area with my weight. I'm just going to I'm going to eat well, get nice and strong. And, I'm going to save the world, man. I'm going to jump from mountains with axes. And if you need my help to move your house from A to B, just by lifting it from the foundation, call me, man. 1-900 Viking help. I got you. I'm going to grow my beard out a little bit more, and I'm going to braid it up. Probably walk around the city without a shirt on. You know what I mean? I'm just going to grow as much body hair as possible and just fucking save the world, man. Just be ready for war. You know what I mean? Viking war. I'm here. I'm ready, man. Yeah, that's where I'm at, man. Oh, man. What else did I want to talk about? Not much more than that, man. That's what I've been dealing with. The kids are back to school next week, which is fantastic news. My daughter has been home all week. She is at, she's been home all week, so she's ready to go to school next Tuesday. All parents are joined in hands, very happy that this is where we're going next week. My son Stello is now in the highest grade at his daycare. He's amongst the big boys now. It's so funny. I went to go pick him up after his first day. So he's with the big kids now, right? They moved him up, even though he's still a little younger. This is just who he is. So I go to pick him up, and I'm looking around. The basketball net's over here. The kids are. I'm like, where is he? And I caught a glimpse with my peripheral. I look over here. You know those plastic drawers where they keep toys in? He's in the bottom drawer. I'm like, how did that happen? Right? I'm like, Stella, what are you doing? And he's like, hey, I'm like, get out of there, man. And he like literally like pushed with his leg and got out of the drawer. I'm like, why are you in a drawer? Anyways, school's coming. I'm happy about that. What a summer. Summer just went like that, didn't it? It's just crazy how fast this summer went. Unbelievably fast, actually. This is one of the quickest summers I've felt, because it's just been one thing after another, man. Oh, and speaking of one thing after another, they finally got the part for my my air conditioner. So the entire condenser coil, the coil that goes around the outdoor unit, they came by yesterday and they replaced it. And sure enough, you know, the temperature is down to like 16. You know what I mean? I don't need the air conditioner anymore, but at least it's fixed. And they got the part. Shit's under warranty. I'm happy for that. Yeah, normal shit, man, that we're all dealing with in life, man. I gotta do my laundry. I had to go get an oil change. I had to bring my daughter to the oil change, so I'd give her the iPad, you know, this and that. I still wanted to go to the gym, so I took her to the gym with me. But then they were like, nah, we're not supposed to really do that, but my isn't here, go ahead. I just felt terrible. I was like, oh, no, I can't do this. So I just went on the Stairmaster and just stared at her the entire time, making sure nobody's going to fuck with her. Nobody's going to fuck with her. But yeah, man, end of the summer, things are looking up, man. Things are really looking up, and I'm happy about that. And I hope that me saying this and getting this off my chest, I hope can be a little motivation to you, because we're all dealing with shit. We're all either dealing with injuries, or shit that's going on with our families, or shit that's going on with ourselves, our jobs, or just stuff in life, regular stuff. And I hope that if this can do anything, this podcast, the reason I started this show is you can stop for a moment and understand if somebody else at your age or in life is going through the same things. And when good things happen and when things start to look up, take that and really like drink that back, man, because it's like we deal with so much stuff, but then really like sit back. Like I realized that yesterday before eating dinner. I'm like, this is good. This is what just happened is great news. You know, my air conditioner just got fixed, and I found the right person to deal with my pain. And you can't buy that. You know, you can't beat that with a bat, man, as they used to say. That's the facts, Jack. And I'm just happy for that. I hope that if whoever's listening right now, whatever you're dealing with, I hope that they know that there are greener pastures ahead, that things are going to get better. They really are. That's the way the world works. You got to get punched in the face to be able to punch back, right? You got to be able to fall down to be able to get back up. You know what I mean? If one brick falls off, you got to put another brick on. I know this all sounds so lame, but it's life, man. Ups and downs, man. Like they said in Training Day, smiles and cries, man. I've said it before. That is life, smiles and cries. So let's deal with it. And yeah, on that note, let's go switch some worlds. You heard me. I want to give a shout out to all the parents out there that got through the summer with those kids at home, man. However you did it, however you did it, because it's not easy. And for those that don't have kids or about to have some kids, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying once you get to that point. We made it, folks. We made it, Mom. We made it, Dad. I'll send them back to school. All right, we are back. Let's get into the Stortini verse. This week, man, like I've been doing every other week, I've been kind of going random, right? I was going to do the new Ghostface Killer. Ghostface came out with his new album, Supreme Clientele #2. which there are some huge tunes on there. I love it. But I found this I found this artist because of a video clip I saw on Instagram. It was about how El Salvadorian government banned this certain haircut called the Edgar, and the music that they were playing over this new this picture was this dude called SA40s, and the beat was just crazy. I was like, this shit right here matches exactly what this story's about, right? So I dug into them and I found some tunes.
We roll up. Mind tripping, sick sugar cubes, LSD, psilocybin, mind drip.
This is psilocybin.
Drinking live, filling hummers in the stretch. Rocket ship, colors bleed as I compose another sketch. Fresh to death, drinking white, back light into my vision. Out the way, I jump to take a piss.
Okay, it's all right. This is gym music, right? So it's not music you want to just like sit there and, you know, make some rice to. You know what I mean? This song right here is called Acid Cat Melted Dots. Got that 3-6 vibe. Sounds like Lord Infamous. Rest in peace. It's get high music, man. That's what it is. And this hook right here, I put on my story on Instagram. That's nice, right? You've been on my mind for so long. Oh, I need you. Yep, that's a tune, man. So that's SA40, spelled ESE 40s, 40-Z, man. If you don't know, now you know. Let's get into the documentaries. Like I said, I watched that David Blaine Do Not Attempt on Disney Plus, and there's some shit on there, some magic, some trickery of David Blaine. Man, he's from another world. He does this one trick where he, the hell did he do again? He basically, it's on the last episode. He basically took a $1,000 or like a $1,000 yen bill or something like that. He was in China or Japan. He was in Japan. He took the bill, chewed a piece off of it, and then swallowed it, and then ate the entire bill and showed it like he ripped it, I don't know, but and then he ended up, he like put some chopsticks in his mouth and pulled the money back out. It still had the rip on it, and then he just put the bill back in his mouth and then kissed the shit, and then the bill was okay. I was like, this shit is satanic. This is speaking of 666, like that's some devil shit right there. Like I was just like, wow. Like David Blaine is the truth, man. So go check that out. And tonight I'm checking out with my cheat meal the new Katrina documentary that just came out on Netflix, man. You know, that story should never go away, and people should always remember, especially how it was dealt with by the government down there. So Katrina documentary, I'll let you know how that was, and watch that David Blaine shit on this Disney Plus. And lastly, my challenge for you this weekend is to, if you are dealing with any body pain or you're dealing with any shit that you've been dealing with the doctor, like if it's body pain, go book a chiropractor. Look up some chiropractors, and and go do that. And if you live in Toronto and you're listening to this, you know, hit me, email me, ben.stortini@gmail.com, and I will give the referral to this guy that I dealt with, because this guy is just, he's a fucking angel. So if you're dealing with that shit, try a chiropractor, man, and find a good one. And because I've never gone to one before in my life. So this just I'm just so happy this happened. So I want to push that out to you. If anybody out there listening is dealing with this shit, hit me up, and I'll refer you to this guy. And on that note, man, that's it. I want you to enjoy your weekend. I want you to just enjoy that last weekend before the kids are back in school. Be safe. Yeah, we'll talk next weekend. And thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this show. Until next week, let's go. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening or watching this episode. It really does mean a lot to me. And if wherever you're listening to this shit, if you could hit subscribe or hit that 5-star. Because when you hit that 5-star, I've told you before, it lets the algorithm know, listen, this podcast is pretty good. And if there's other people having some issues, they'll probably like it too. So on that note, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your kids if you got them. Enjoy your life, because we only got one. Until next week, don't forget this. I love you.